She said, babe, can you please not go see Kay tonight?
Your wife asked you that?
Yeah.
In their most recent interview, Charleston White and Tasha K really just helped solidify my point that marriage is simply the leading cause of divorce and should be avoided at all costs. It also confirmed my theory that if you let somebody talk long enough that they'll eventually expose themselves. Because when Charleston White started talking about how he puts in his work and does his dirt on his wife, Tasha K eventually slipped up and mentioned the fact how she's cheated on her husband a time or two and they didn't overcame some obstacles over the years. And when they were in the interview, the beef with her and Whack 100 came up because Charleston White and Tasha K have both had ongoing beefs with Whack 100. And it made me think about the fact that Whack 100 said that he had slept with her. And I guess she denied it, but if you don't remember that, I'm about to play the clip where Whack 100 said he slept with Tasha K.
Here's the thing.
Did you tell her that Whack told you about our little thing?
I did ask her if she ever had sexual relations with you.
What did she say?
She looked horrified. She's been with her husband since she was in her early 20s.
She got about, I ain't gonna put it out there. But so what did she say? Did she answer the question?
If she was with you?
Did she answer the question on camera?
Yeah, she said no.
So, and then that's all she said?
I mean, most of her other response, the rest of her response was mostly like verbal, non-verbal gestures that she was like horrified. She kind of looked like she was going to throw up.
And then if that wasn't enough, to add insult to injury, she goes into this info about her and her husband's relationship. And this is just going to further prove my point.
My husband and I, we got married. He proposed within two months. We got married in 3, and we did all this when his family had chose a wife for him in Africa.
You got a royalty.
They paid for her college education. You don't understand how much
man,
it
that's something.
disrupted the family system. Like, oh no, she's not of our tribe. She wasn't born here. She doesn't know our values. No, absolutely not. And he battled with that for many years. And all I didn't get in the middle of it. I played my part as a wife and I stayed quiet. The elder has to bless it. So his father blessed it, right? But it was his mom, because they had already invested in the wife that they had. They invested in her education, got her college, her degree and everything, taught her how to cook, taught her how to serve him and everything.
Yeah.
And, but his father said, it's fine. When he met me, he saw my spirit. He was like, I see what my son's seeing you. It is fine. I tell everybody all the time, I love this man. Like, people are like, how could you stay when he cheated? Well, how could he stay with me when I cheat? You see what I'm saying? Like, how could he forgive me when I lie? How could I forget? We're all flawed. And I was 24 years old.
Yeah.
This is why parents should be choosing a mate for the child. And if you, as a child, decide to crash out, you on your own. He decided to crash out, he's on his own. And you hear the justification like, oh, I was 24 years old. That's always the excuse when you want to go do some thought shit. It don't matter how goddamn old you are. By the time you 18, 19, 20 years old, you know goddamn right from wrong. It don't matter if you would do it when you're 20, 24 years old, you do it when you're 50 years old. If you have the opportunity, if you're not too washed up, still want to smash.
And this is why we need to teach our sons that respect is more important than love. She talking about how much she loved to do. You hear Wag 100 talk about how he smashed. Nigga, stop it. And that leads me into the next point that I have to make. Because when Tasha K asked Charleston White how his wife handles his cheating, his infidelity, he broke down exactly what makes a wife a wife. Because the way she responds is the way a traditional woman is supposed to respond. This is going to be a game changer if you just listen and pay attention.
And she said, I took a vow, for better or for worse. I took a vow. So I'm honoring my vows. I don't care what he doing. I, as a woman, am honoring my vows that we made before God. So they say love conquers, and she conquered me with love. So she still get up and make breakfast during them times. I was still getting breakfast, and I'm saying, man, she got to be pausing to me. She too sweet.
You see, that's the way you get back at a man. You don't go, quote unquote, get even and then ruin your damn family and crash out your own life.
Her response is what evoked the guilt and the shame when they got to ride home and go look at her.
Think about it. This man got to live with himself, knowing that he's doing wrong by you, and it's going to make him eventually want to change his actions. You going out doing the same thing is just going to ruin everything, and you just going to throw your own investment out the window.
I'm very
So
insecure.
that's why I was just like, when, you know, my husband and I first got together, you know, we've been married almost 20 years. Like, you know, we was young, we was in our early 20s, you know, he cheated, I cheated, but like, you know, I cheated for attention, right?
Yeah.
He cheated because it was, you know, he like, damn, I'm pulling this.
Number one, you don't ever commit to a woman who has self-esteem issues, because she's always going to be looking for outside validation. Number two, when men cheat, they do it carefully, cautiously, and thoughtfully. When women cheat, they don't use a condom, they throw caution to the wind, and they will take that shit with them to the grave. And you will never know, and you might be out here itching and not know why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different animal. Y'all should not be cheating is what it comes down to. Y'all shouldn't be doing it. It's just not right.
One time, my little side piece called, and my wife, I don't even know how she know her name, talking to them back, you know, in hindsight. She said, babe, can you please not go see Kay tonight?
Your wife asked you that?
Yeah. Yeah. Me and feel like
Please tell me he was using rubbers with these sounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, Charles.
You know what gave me crystal clear insight on this? When I broke up with one of my exes and then eventually forgave her and got back with her for doing some sucker shit, and my ex prior to that had asked me, because we have a child together, she asked me, damn, how come you could forgive her and get back with her for doing some sucker shit, but you couldn't with me? And I thought about it, and I was like, well, at this point, I understand that everyone will do some whole shit. And her response was like, well, why couldn't you just let it was basically kind of like the way she phrased it just made me think her mindset was like, well, why couldn't you just let me hoe around and still be with me type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to forgive you and just, you can just do whatever you want. And we just supposed to make it work. And like, I'm like, what? Like, I was just so disappointed when she said that. So I'm like, it's not about doing the right thing. It's about being able to do the wrong thing and being forgiven for doing the wrong thing, even though you don't even have any intention on doing the right thing. You just want to do what you want to do and have your cake and eat it too. I'll never forget that. That is just mind blowing. Like, bruh. And that's really the headspace that a lot of people are operating in right now. So I wouldn't recommend getting married. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend it here or nowhere else, because this culture is spreading all over the world. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I know this one got a little bit toxic and I'm maturing over the years, but it just is what it is, because facts are facts, like no matter how mature you get. So leave your comments. Let me know what y'all think. And if you like this video, check out this next video. I'm putting these boxes right here. I'll let y'all next time.